when you racing to get it in, people give direction to places they never been. Latency never ends, knowing you would get to sit in some spaces they never can. But I learned to turn 100 wishes to 100 goals.
Well, hello, and welcome back to my Indigo Mind. This is your host, Tashana, and today we're going to be talking about the whole Luvd by Erica, Damion, Crier, and oh boy, okay? We just gonna call him oh boy, because that's how I feel. Okay. So I'm sure you're caught up enough if you watch Luvd by Erica. Basically, she's a female that used to talk to Damion Crier. They went through some things. She got with someone else, and that was a big, hot, heated mess. Long story short, he was supposed to be helping her get an apartment. He was a so-called realtor and had millions, okay? So this is what old boy told her. After old boy telling her this, he couldn't really find that place because, she said her credit was bad and nobody would really rent to her. So he never really wound up finding her an apartment at first. She was doing a lot of staying with him because where she wanted to move to and where she lived were totally, far apart. So the whole traveling back and forth, to stay in the city she wanted to actually live in, she started staying with him for what he said was an Airbnb place he had. But she said the first night that they slept there, she didn't sleep with him. She slept in the living room on an air mattress with her son, and he slept in his room. Oh boy. One thing led to another, and she started talking about, to repay him, she would help him with doing YouTube. So she taught him how, and all through this, while they're, by now building a relationship, she's helping him with his page. But while helping him with his page, she's not focused on hers. And he's not paying her for helping him with, YouTube. That is free game, honey. Getting your page off the ground, baby. Messing with her, period. So she said one day, a female that he had been calling his cousin, Janelle, popped up at the house because she had been wanting to meet her because he had been talking about her and saying how, she works for me. That's just my cousin. Right? Okay. So in all of the malarkey and the foolishness and the madness, right? The girl winds up popping up at the house when she was there with him. And it was like 7 in the morning, she said. So this right here would have alerted me to the type of person, you're dealing with.
And you will not. You know what? I'm calling corporate. 1-800-222-3322-566-222-11-222-333-445.
Right? So basically I said to myself, when I was watching those videos, like, bro, if she don't stop messing with him now, everything after this is gonna be kind of on her, almost like a learning experience.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you Tony's side piece? Oh, heavens no, baby. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry about all that aggression. You look like somebody that was in my husband's phone. I'm sorry. I'm Tony's full entree. How can I help you, ma'am? You can help me by not talking to my husband. Well, then I guess I can't help you. You continue to have a great day, though, okay? Settling for sloppy seconds. Okay, got it. Took your man in a second. Got it. Jealous of everything I have. Got it. Yeah, the one thing you had was with me last night. Got it.
So that's what happened. She got the apology and she went back. Now, he did this 2-3 times, even down to still dealing with the other female. You know what I'm saying? And would constantly bring up her ex and what he would do if she mentioned him and how it would go, and all of the things, right? And I feel like when a man constantly mentions your ex or anything like that, that is insecurity. That is like insecurity 101, okay? So, baby, she started exposing him like, if you don't get no abortion, I ain't gonna take care of that baby. Putting out messages of him throwing the girl Janelle under the bus. Oh, she lying. It wasn't never that. It's like she's a sweet girl, right? From what I've been watching and what I've been shown, she kept her mouth shut the whole time with the Damion cry thing when he was throwing her up under the bus or whatever the case may be. But it seems like she's fed up because that's where the series came from, right? Now, she said he started to call her names, call her out her name, make her feel small. Let me tell you about Fuckboy 101. That's what they do, darling. That's what they do. What happens is when they feel like they start to lose control, they start to bully you, say things that are mean to you, make you feel little, small. You know what I mean? Like, your experiences and what you go through don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, and I completely and utterly understand that. Yeah, something is wrong there. Never make it your issue. Because, yeah, sometimes when you're breaking up in a relationship and you really are the problem, you notice these things. But when it's a fuck boy and you've been doing your best and being everything and doing everything and handling business and playing your part, then there's no reason why you should feel like what he's saying has any merit.
Now, I'm with you, girl, but unproblematic? No, so you, my dear, are messy.
Please stop giving these men so much power over you. It's a scary thing to watch. You'll let these men lead you right to hell, and you'll go with kerosene boots, okay, and gasoline drawers. Come on now. Make it make sense. And now you have little boys to help grow into this world into men, good men, that are good to the people around them. And you don't even think that you're good enough to have a good man in your life. That you would keep messing with these fuckboys or choosing hurt. Because that's what's happening here. People like to scream, let people be with who they gonna be with, right? And she's young. And they're young. But morals are ageless. Having morals are ageless. Like, that is ageless. You don't just start being a fuckboy overnight. That's something that's grown up in you. You've never seen it. So you have no idea what it's like to be a faithful, loving husband, father, friend. You can't even keep your little wee-wee in your drawers long enough to make the woman that you decided to get pregnant feel comfortable. It's unbelievable to me. At the end of the day, you should always strive for the best mate, the best job, the best outcome. You should be vigilant about who you choose to be your kid's father. You should be vigilant. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop laying down with these fuckboys who cannot provide for you or those children. Because a man worth his salt is not going to let you struggle for long. A man worth his salt is not going to see you going through something mentally, emotionally, and ignore it. A man is not going to ignore his responsibilities as a father, first and foremost. So the moment you get you a nigga that's talking about the only way he gonna be a father is if you with him, he's a fuckboy. The only way he gonna come get them is if you give him some fuckboy activity. Like, and then y'all found all this love for them. Like, oh, that's my baby daddy. But somehow he don't hold you to that same standard. Why is that? Why do as black women we hold this crown for black men, but it's not the same on the other side? Huh? We cape. Why? For people who don't even deserve it or respect us. Tell me why. It's like, it's so deeply rooted in generational curses. It's like, if I'm not going through this stuff, he don't love me. If I'm not stressing constantly, he don't love me. If I'm not constantly worried about who he with and what he doing, I don't love him. It's curses that y'all carrying on and showing your children so it can continue down your line. And you have to stop. You have to. Start picking mates based on their personalities and their good qualities and how good they are as men, period, within themselves, before their dads, before their fathers, before their husbands, before their friends. How does he just be him? And all y'all looking at is the car, the pocket full of money, if that, the this and that, and who he know and who know him and who give. Let me tell you something. They are not the same people once they lay down at night with their mate, honey. You need to get to know who you're having a person with. Down to, hey, do you have any sicknesses in your family? Are you, what kind of things did you go through as a kid? What can I expect that my kid will probably be predisposed to because of your DNA? Y'all don't ask these questions. Y'all just throw that ass in a circle. Hopefully get pregnant by the nigga with the money so y'all can get it back. And it's techy. It's classy. Girl, go get your own bag, ma'am. Have your own money, ma'am. Do your own thing, ma'am. Because if you don't, your ass gonna be left in the dust. Like a couple other females who thought they was gonna get the bag for the baby, and it didn't work out that way. So yeah, there's that. Baby, please like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that notification bell, okay? So you know when I post. But baby, I got to go. So, later for now. Bye.
Hi, thank you for calling T-Mobile. How can I help you today? Hi, honey, I'm calling to pay my phone bill. Okay, cool. You know there's an option to pay online. Does it bother you to do it over the phone? Yes. Well, guess what? What? I don't care. Obviously. Is rude a skill you have on your resume? Yes, honey, right next to disrespectful. Really? I'm shocked.
Up in here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a real MC up in here.
Funny thing when you racing to get it in, people give direction to places they never been. Latency never ends, knowing you would get to sit in some spaces they never can. But I learned to turn 100 wishes to 100 goals.